Hey you guys, thank you for tuning in to the Majestic Show with Coach Kizzy. Listen, they got commercials. So this is like really, really big. This really deep, Like they got commercials on basically asking going around asking people if about transgenders and like this look, I ain't got time for this. I ain't got time for this. But at the end of the day, like for real. And just listen to the commercial. Just listen. This is crazy. Oh, it went off. It went off as soon as I wanted you to listen to the commercial. But it went off. But that's crazy. But at the end of the day, like whatever you choose to do in your life, that's what you choose to do in your life. That's your world. That's your world. Not nobody else's. Don't worry about what somebody else say about you. If you want to be transgender, if you want to be gay, if you want to be a straight man, you want to be a gay man, that's your business. Don't let nobody take that from you. That's your right. This is your right in this world to be who you want to be, regardless of somebody like it or not. I don't care if you don't like what I do or what I choose to do in my life. That's not your life. I wasn't born with the world. I wasn't born with the world. So if I could become transgender tomorrow, that's my personal business. Not nobody else's. Not nobody else's. They're like for real, the world need to actually mind their own business when it comes to I guess it's all about gay this, gay this. But I wasn't even supposed to be talking about this. I'm supposed to be talking about mindset. But commercials. That now I see why all these like all the gay people just really just acting a fool nowadays because that's all y'all straight people want to do is try to bash us and try to do something or try to make it look like something. That's why they doing all that. Like Nas he probably did that drug on his own and walked down the street butt naked. Or not butt naked, but in his drawers. He probably did that on his own because y'all are so judgmental, so judgmental. Maybe if you mind your own business, then like if you I'm gonna tell you this. If you tended to everybody else's business, who business are you tending to? Who business is tended to who tended to your business? That's what people gotta understand. Start tending to your own business. I don't get it, but whatever it is, that's why I say I'm gonna stand up for what's right and what's wrong. You ain't supposed to just come over here and think you supposed to bully me. No, I don't care if I am gay, whatever it is, you ain't supposed to bully me. I'm not gonna allow you to do it. I don't care who you is. But at the end of the day, we're talking about mindset. Let's get on that because this is ridiculous. What if somebody dressed like a girl and they got a something down there between their legs? That's their business. It's not yours. And a lot of people talking about it because they probably want one. That's probably what it is. You probably want one. Get you one. You just ashamed to walk around with somebody that's transgender. Just say you want one. That's all you gotta do. Go find you one. Instead of have to bash somebody out, go get you one. You mad? Big mad. Salty mad. But at the end of the day, we're talking about mindset, and then we're gonna do our affirmations. For real, that's crazy. If you listen, this is your life. You only live once. You only live once on this earthly land. So therefore, if you want a transgender, go get you one. If you want a gay male, go get you one. Who can stop you? It's not against the law. Go get it. Go, 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 go. Like right now. Go, go. Like for real, people be on it like, okay, gay, okay, y'all are so judgmental, like for real. Only person can judge us is God. So okay, well that's your business. Okay? If I want to put on a wig on my head right now and walk down the street, That's my business, right? Yes, thank you. So when it comes to when it comes to our mindset, our mindset shapes how we experience life. Our mindset. Listen to this. Our mindset shapes how we experience life. When we focus on negative thoughts, challenges can seem overwhelming. You understand what I'm saying? But like it seems like the whole world is caging in on homosexuality, and that's our personal business. Like if you wouldn't have these DL or these pastors and this whole case with this Diddy stuff, y'all wouldn't be on us like that. Y'all wouldn't. Y'all wouldn't. But now, like the leaders, they're supposed to be leading and getting us, supposed to be delivering us from homosexuality. They falling into it. You understand what I'm saying? So this is what the world is this is what the world is talking about and what the world is coming to, because these pastors, these head leaders is doing something that they supposed to not, well, they doing something that we do, that they trying to do. They trying to live like the world. You understand what I'm saying? So they supposed to be they supposed to be teaching us the deliverance of homosexuality, I sin. You understand? That's what they supposed to be doing. But now they stopped doing that long time ago. They stopped doing that long time ago. Now these pastors are homosexual. And I'm just gonna say it like this. I'm gonna be real with you. They getting bust down. Because it's online. They getting bust down, bust down. Tatiana. Bust down, Tatiana. So y'all straight people, y'all want to come, y'all want to come for us. I'm gonna come for you. Bust down Tatiana, pastors. Bust down Tatianas. You, you understand what I'm saying? So don't try it. Don't try it. Don't try it. Not now, individual on this earthly land. Don't try it. So, but what if we train ourselves to see difficulties as opportunities for growth by changing a negative mindset? The belief I am stronger than any storm life throws at me. We can face life challenges with renewed confidence and hope. Okay, so understanding the negative mindset, understanding that we all have moments when we feel discouraged, anxious, or defeated. Okay, a negative mindset tells us that problems are too big to handle, or that we are not strong enough to overcome them. This way of thinking can make us feel powerless and stuck, often making tough situations feel even worse. So the power of positive thinking, the power of positive thinking, changing our mindset is not about ignoring problems and pretending everything is perfect. It's about believing in your ability to cope and to grow no matter what comes our way. When we tell ourselves, I am stronger than any storm that throws my way, we remind ourselves that we have inner strength, resilience, and the ability to overcome. Okay? How to shift your mindset. Change your negative thoughts. When a negative thought appears, ask yourself, is it really true? Replace it with a positive affirmation, like, I can handle this, or I can face hard times before. I can face hard times before and made it through. So I always remember, Think back to the times when you overcome obstacles, realizing how you already survived that storm in your life can boost your confidence in facing new ones. Okay, surround yourself with positivity. Spend time with people who support and encourage you. Re-inspiring stories or quotes, or focus on activities that lift your spirit. Practice gratitude. Even hard times to notice things you are thankful for. This helps you shift your focus away from what is wrong to what is still good. Okay, embrace your inner strength. Also, embrace your inner strength. So life will always be have ups and downs. By changing your mindset, you become more resilient and better able to weather any storm. Instead of feeling defeated, you will feel empowered to take actions and keep moving forward, no matter how strong the wind may blow. Mhm. So always remember changing your mindset from negative to changing your mindset from negative thinking to I am stronger than any storm life throws at me, can transform the way you experience life. You have the strength, the courage, and resilience to face whatever comes your way. Remember, storms are a part of life. Storms are a part of life, but you are built to withstand them and come out even stronger on the other side. Only thing you gotta do is believe in yourself. Once you start believing in yourself and you start saying, you know what, I can weather the storm. I can get over the storm. And only thing I have to do is just basically pray my way out of this storm. Give it to the Most High God, because we cast our cares onto Him. We don't cast our cares on to the to we don't cast our cares on to humankind. And we do. We have done that. But guess what? And guess what we do when we cast our cares onto the Most High God? I mean, to Lord, forgive me. When we cast our cares onto humankind, what do we most likely do? We fail. We fail because they can get us out of hard times. They cannot get us out of hard times. Only we can get ourselves out of hard times by praying, leaving it to God, and letting Him take care of it for you. Letting Him fight that battle. When you start understanding that I need to let Him fight my battles for me, you'll become more resilient. Okay? Understand that. Every day is a challenge. Every day is a challenge. Every day that you wake up is a challenge. It's a challenge on everything that you do in life. When you go to bed, when you wake up, well, when you go to bed and when you wake up, because we don't know if we're gonna wake up. That's a challenge. When we go to bed, we gotta thank God. We gotta thank God for the day that He provided for us. We gotta thank Him for the day that He provided for us that wasn't even promised to us. So when we start getting that understanding, we'll start becoming more stronger in our inner selves, more stronger, and we'll change our mindset to negative thoughts to positive thinking. Okay. Remember that. Don't let one thing in your life stop you from whatever you achieving in your life. Okay. So it don't matter what it looks like. Just always remember that you can make it through whatever you going through. You can. And I was gonna do the affirmations, but I'm not because I'm still talking. I'm still talking and I'm still talking. I'm still talking. But at the end of the day, just remember that the world right now is crashing out. I'm gonna say it like that. The world is crashing out. The whole world is crashing out. But it takes somebody to bring the world back together. It takes somebody to bring the world back together because at the end of the day, the world is not worrying about the world. Everybody's worried about self. Everybody is worried about self and where I can become, or where I can go, and how much money I can make today. That's what everybody's worried about. They're worried about self. They're not worried about what this world is looking like and what the world is about to collapse, and all kinds of stuff like that. They're not worried about that type of stuff. People are worried about, oh, uh, 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 how many times did whatever, how many times this and this. But this world, you see how people are making the world crash out. People, because they don't want to change their mindset. They don't want to change their mindset. So this is why the world is crashing out. And then like the famous people that I'm up against, they know who they are. They know who they are. They're crashing out. They're crashing out. The world is crashing out because people in power is doing things of the world. People with power is doing things of the world. And then soon as something happened big, they don't know how to take responsibility for it, because they got money. They can always buy material things, but they can't buy this, but they think they can buy themselves out of trouble. But trouble don't have a price on it. Trouble do not have a price on it. When you start understanding that, whatever decisions you make in life, everything does not have a price on it. It don't. And if you really think that, well, it can have a price on it, but trouble can have a price on it, because when you got power and you got money and stuff like that, you can pay people to do stuff like different type of stuff. But when trouble comes your way, when trials and tribulations actually hit your life, you can't pay God to get you out of trouble. You can't pay God to get you out of trouble. You can pay mankind. You can pay mankind to get you out of trouble, but you can't pay God to get you out of trouble. You can't pay him to get you out of trouble. You cannot. So if you really believe that in your heart, then you need to shape your reality all over again. You need to shape your reality all over again, because something is not right with you. Something is not right. You got to you I don't know what people think, but money cannot buy you out of trouble. If you fit to go behind bars or whatever you fit to go do, money cannot buy you out behind from behind there. Money can't buy you out of death. So it's things that money cannot buy. But people think, oh, I got money, I got power, I can do this. No, you can't. No, you can't. Money is a materialistic type thing. When you start understanding that too, money is a materialistic type thing. Woo! I guess somebody thought, who are you? And what do you want? What do you want? Huh? But I just guess people just thought that money is rule the world. Don't supposed to. Love rules the world. Love. If God is love, we should be love. Love rules the world, not money. Not money. He was killed inside his home. Police found certain evidence inside. Oh, that's Emmanuel, that whatever that is, that child, whatever. But yes, when you start figuring it out, that money can't buy love. Because if God give free love out, why you gotta pay for it? Huh? Because because for real, and people think that if you actually experience stuff, you think people actually buy love. I'm serious. People actually buy love because they get with somebody that likes materialistic type things. You get with somebody that don't value themselves, somebody that don't feel like that they can they can be able to stay on a job, or or be able to succeed in life. So a lot of people with money get with a person with less than them. So you actually paying for love. You think this love, but they're using you. And once everything run out, they not gonna be there anymore. God's on the truth. I've been there. I've been there. I've been there. Like for real. Like for real. Like you. I don't know. But at the end of the day, you would get with somebody. You would get with somebody, and you don't think that you paying for love because they give you everything everything that you asking for, everything that you want, but they only using you for your money. Child, you better understand. I know these things. I trust me. I know these things. I'm going to tell you, I know these things because I was with somebody that I didn't want to be with, but they provided for me. They provided for me, so I stayed there. I loved them for a month or two. I loved them for a month or two, and I was just getting what I can get. I can get what I can get. You take me shopping, okay? You give me money in my pocket. Anytime that something happened to my car or whatever it is, you doing all this, I'm gonna stay with you. You mine. You mine. You mine. But I did them that person so wrong. I wasn't around them like that. I was doing what I wanted to do. When I call and I need some money, give me money. You better give me money or I'm gonna break up with you. I don't want to be with you no more. But they gave me money. Whenever I wanted money, everything. So life shapes you up to who you are today. You understand? You understand? And all that, what you call it, that living that poly life, that life is not for nobody either. A lot of people, I want to live the poly life. I've been there. I had two boyfriends, but I'm only one person. I'm only one person. How can I give my attention to both of these people at once? I can't. I can't. Yeah, I live the poly life. Ain't nothing in this world. Ain't nothing in this world that I haven't tried once. I done had two. Like one get mad because I'm over here with this one. This one get mad because I'm over. Yeah, I done lived that life. I done lived that life too. I'm 43. I done experienced life. I done experienced life. I done lived that life. Like I done had a boyfriend over here, and they both know about each other. And don't say that. Oh, you was going with this person, and they was over there. No, we slept in the same bed. He was on this side. He was on this side, and I was in the middle. We didn't do nothing with each other like that. We didn't have sexual relations like that with each other in the bed like us doing it out. No, we didn't do that. We didn't do that part. That's one part we didn't do. I know a lot of people do that, but we didn't do that. We didn't do that. That's called like the threesome thing, whatever it is. We didn't do that. We didn't do that. But yeah, I was in the middle. One man was here and one man was there. And if one man hugged me, the other one get jealous. The other one leave out the room. And I'm like, so how this working? It's not working. Okay. So yeah, I experienced that too. Yeah, I experienced that too. One man over here, one man over there. I'm in the middle. One man knew how to drive the car. I sit in the back seat with the other one. Okay. People might think I'm crazy. I'm not crazy. But this is how you shape your life to know what you don't want in your life. You understand what I'm saying? I don't want that. And that's crazy. I live that life. I'm not ashamed of nothing I have done in my life. I'm not ashamed of nothing I have done in my life. I'm not ashamed of nothing. I walk in my life with no regrets. I walk with my life with no regrets. You have to become that person. Once you start believing in yourself and start knowing your value, you ain't gonna walk with no regrets. Don't walk around nowhere with no regrets. Why? I don't regret nothing. I don't regret nothing. The relationships I've been in, I don't regret them. I can say, "Oh Lord, why was I in it?" But I can't do that because that person shaped who I was. That person was gonna cross paths with me anyways. So I don't regret nothing. I don't regret none of my exes. I don't regret none of them. Why should I regret them? Because that's who shaped who I am today. Why regret of jobs and fired me? Don't regret it. I don't regret getting beat up. I don't regret it. I don't regret getting stabbed. I don't regret doing all this. I don't regret it. I don't regret it because that's shaped who I am today. I know who I am as a humankind. Not confused. Not DL. I know who I am as a humankind. Not DL. I'm not DL, but I'm just taking my. I'm gonna take me some pictures. That's what I'm supposed to do. Cause I don't got no more pictures. Y'all done messed up my email and everything. Y'all do what y'all want to do. So yeah, I'm not DL. I know what I am. Do you know what you want? I do. Are you a pastor on here looking at me? Are you a pastor? Well, you need to get it. If you're a pastor that's looking at me, you need to get it together. You need to get it together. You better get it together. You understand? I'm not a pastor. I don't want to be no pastor. That ain't my calling. That that ain't my calling at all. You understand what I'm saying? That ain't my calling. I could teach you about the Bible, but my calling is not for me to no. I'm just showing you what life's supposed to be, how it's supposed to be. I'm not no pastor. You ain't supposed to get me to do all that or whatever they be doing. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not a pastor. I just know the Bible. That's it. I just know the Bible. That's all. I just know the Bible. That's all I know. I don't pretend to be I don't pretend to be so holy because I'm not. I just know the Bible. It's a difference. It's a difference. I just know the Bible. That's why it's called reading. When you start reading the Bible, and actually it gets good because some things that you don't know, and when you start reading it, it gets very, very interesting. I have some of these pastors that's in y'all coat. Ask them. They'll tell you. And tell them to teach you the right way. Seriously, tell them to teach you the right way. Tell them to teach you the right way. Tell them to get in the book and teach you the right way. Teach you as how it's supposed to go, really, and not in the terms of what they wanted to say or switching the words around. Tell them, ask them. They'll tell you for real. You just gotta talk. You gotta talk to them. And then besides, how I just if I did go to church, it wouldn't be no mega church. It wouldn't be no mega church. How in the heck that you supposed to be my pastor and I can't be able to talk to you? You know, I like for a pastor to greet me when I'm walking out the door or something. You understand what I'm saying? To know who all his people are. When you got seriously, when you got a mega church, you got I just look at it. It's just all for show and it's all for money. And because at the end of the day, if you got a little church home, Like my room right here. Just say I had me some benches up in here, and 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 I can have a church. I can have a church home. Listen, and I can have a church home. I don't have to be the pastor. I can hire a pastor. You understand what I'm saying? So you got to understand there's ways that you can do things in life. You don't have to. You don't have to be the pastor. You can hire a pastor. You understand? Oh, I told you one of my things. Yeah. So by you saying that I'm gonna go to church, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that. No, if I get a church and I hire a pastor, I need that pastor to teach. I need him to teach as the word says. If it talk about sin, it talk about sin. If it applies to me, it applies to me. But speak the word of God. That's what I need you. I need you to speak the word of God. I don't need you to twist the words around because I'll fire you. I'll fire you. I don't need to twist. I twist the words around. God made man, God made woman. He created all this. I need you to teach all that the proper way. I need you to teach that the proper way. I don't need you to make me feel comfortable because I hired you. I don't want you to make me feel comfortable. I want you to make me feel uncomfortable. Listen to what I'm telling you. And that's what pastors need to start doing, actually, for real. A lot of these make the church feel uncomfortable. That's what it's supposed to be. You're supposed to make a person feel uncomfortable. How they gonna recognize their sins? How they gonna overcome and get deliverance from their sins if you don't make them feel uncomfortable? That's why you gotta preach the word of God. You gotta preach the word of God. How can a person get delivered from homosexuality if you don't really preach the word of God and keep saying it over and over? Don't matter how many times you say it. You're supposed to preach against sin. Supposed to preach against it. Not making people feel comfortable because you want their money. Preach against that. And I feel comfortable going to a church that somebody is actually preaching against sin. Telling me my wrongs. Telling me my flaws. Make me feel this. Not from what you want me to hear. I don't need you to make me feel, make me want me to hear what you want me to hear. I need you to actually get some understanding in my inner self. That's what I need. I don't need no bootleg pastor. I need somebody to preach and talk. What preach and teach the word of God. Not because your family members up in there, half of them gay, and you want them to feel comfortable. Life is not comfortable. Uncomfortableness, uncomfortableness is a bigger is an opportunity for growth. How can I grow in life if you not teaching against sin? Y'all better get it right. Y'all better understand. Y'all, yeah, listen. Came to the right one and try to tell you exactly what it's supposed to be. You know, not you making me feel comfortable because you want to call me in the back when everybody's gone. I'm just gonna keep it 100 with you. I'm not saying that somebody called me in the back, but I'm saying like just for real, just that's what's going on in the church. Not to make me feel comfortable, and then you want to call this gay person you right there because you sexy, you fine. I want to call you in the back, first lady gone, and then you want to call somebody in the back, and then you handle up in the church home. I don't need nobody to do that. I don't need nobody to do that because you're not a man of God. You're not a man of God if you do things like that. You're not a man of God. You of the world. Better sit down, baby. Y'all must don't know who y'all messing with. You must don't know who you messing with. Don't make me feel comfortable. Don't make me feel comfortable. And you don't have to blast it. You don't have to listen. And people be like, you gotta blast it out. Oh, you so gay, you this and you that and you this. No, you don't have to. It's a way that you can still teach and make a person feel guilty from their sin. It's a way that you can make a person feel guilty from their sin. But you have a calling of doing this, and you should know the right teaching. You know who y'all play with. Y'all play with the right one, but at the wrong time. Play with the right one, but at the wrong time. And that's the God's honest truth. See you guys later.